He escaped it pretty well. He escaped it pretty dang well there. Neat. Hey everybody, welcome to game number 2 of the Orianna. We are versus an Ari this game. This can sometimes be difficult if you, like, overstep. She probably has W start. Okay, no, she's just gonna do I know what she's gonna do. She's gonna do Q spam on the wave. So Q spam on the wave Ari is going to shove way faster than me. I can't really match it, but every single time she does it, though, I do have an opportunity to, well, if she even can step up, I guess, because, of course, we want to try to punish her when she does this. Because this is annoying, but if we just, like, constantly hit the wave and stuff, we can actually punish her back, like, really significantly, so that's what we got to do there. Because you have to, like, remember that with any champion, even myself, if I ever use my ability on the wave, I mean, that's an opportunity, especially during this extreme early game, to, like, trade versus them, so we want to be utilizing that. But just because you chunk them doesn't really mean anything. Let's not get it by the backswing. I'm just trying to go for auto-attack trades, honestly, because I feel like it'd be worth it. Like, even me taking Electrocute proc here, I'd still have chunked the crap out of her. If I get ganked by Zinzao, though, it could be kind of annoying. This hit her again, and I missed the cannon, but that's okay. It's whatever. We still have, like, a probably favorable position for ourselves here. I don't know if I'm going to be getting ganked anytime soon, but this wave is, like, pretty dang good for us. Because she's missing a lot of the farm, too. She doesn't have the best opportunity to CS it without using her mana. Okay, we see that Zinzao's mid. So I just showed some respect, so I, like, backed off for a moment before stepping back up. I'm just going to use a couple of my Qs, but not my W, otherwise I'll just go too quickly, in my opinion, so... She gets Electrocute trigger, but this wave is still, like, so freaking good for us. This is such a good position to be in. We burned both of her potions, and I didn't burn any of mine, so technically we made her lose 100 gold here, and I still have mine to, like, use when I come back. Do I wish that, like, I could punish her to the point that I can kill her? For sure, but... Now, there is a thing that I can do that probably can also really ruin this laning phase even more for her, which would be if I can somehow either base and TP back, or just make her base immediately, but I don't know if I can get her to stay here. I'm going to try to shove this very quickly in hopes of keeping her, because if we can, then she'll lose a lot, but otherwise it's fine to just, like, shove it out. Oh, my Eve really didn't get the cannon again. Darn. Oh well, we're up a lot of farm. We pushed her out so well that she is going to miss, like, a lot of stuff here. We will be able to buy a Dark Seal, because I'm pretty confident that we can probably continue also just pressuring the same way. What I was going to say is that if I, like, took a base earlier and TP'd back, I probably could have, like, stood in front of her and pressured hard, but if I did get ganked, then I guess it could have been, like, really bad, because also utilizing TP for a way of, like, coming back to lane if you died is what I sometimes do if I'm winning. Because if I pressure hard all the time, I might get ganked eventually for it, right? Nami's mid. To use Charm randomly, but I just walk away from it. Hit a really good Q onto them again to get a good trade-off. Another good Q to trade. Another massive Q trade. She's super low, and we have the wave in a really good spot. So, because she based earlier, remember that she has exhaust, so she doesn't really have a way of, like, fixing this unless she, like, consistently uses Q again. But if she does that, I just want to trade aggressively all over again. We never want to let up the aggression with Ori. Like, even if there's people here, I don't really care. I just want to make sure that I can maybe get level 6 and try to all in or something, but... This Nami is kind of just babysitting because she knows that she needs all the help that she can get right now because of the position that she's in. The position is, like, really bad. But that being said, she has healed her quite a bit, so she did kind of do her job to, like, definitely help her. Because I can't really stop her from doing this time. It's too difficult. But we do have our TP, so what I can do is probably just, like, shove out and then just TP back. We still have that CS lead. We did make Nami spend a ton of time here. In fact, we should probably just push out this next wave and then TP back, because it will give me that lost chapter buy. No way. That melee minion just took all of that. Wow, that was sad, but all of the minions live with one melee minion worth of auto attack to die, so the melee minion attacking so quickly killed every single possible one, dude. It's crazy. This guy really wants to invade badly. We had top pressure, but not anymore, I guess, so I don't really know how realistic it is for me to help this Zehen, because I feel like he's kind of deep in there right now. No, I would miss my Q. This is still pretty fine, though. Nice, got her flash. Damn, you really went in deep there, huh? Hey, at least my teammate still died, dang. I was able to return kill the Ahri. The Zehen, like, kind of griefed there. There was literally no reason to chase a flash plus 1 charge left of Ahri ultimate. Like, that was extremely, extremely bad by him. But hey, it's okay. We have to wait for the Zinzao ultimate to expire before we fight him. We'll just get that kill. There's Cho'Gath just proxying. Proxying sometimes is really smart, even though it might seem like he's griefing, because what's going to happen is that if somebody wants to kill him, they have to spend a lot of time to do it, so that's why. Even if she fights me here, can I even, like, lose this? She's just dead. Even if that guy didn't rotate, I'm pretty sure I still would have won as well, just because she doesn't have her ultimate anytime soon, and Orianna, once again, once you get that low CD going of your abilities, you just dish out so much consistent damage, but it also feels kind of bursty, because even your W CD is kind of short too, so I'm able to spam very frequently. So another game where I feel like I'm doing a better job than this person. Cho'Gath did die after farming a bunch. Another thing about proxying is that when he takes the wave, if Vayne was to rotate to kill him, the Vayne would lose minions because she would have to rotate to kill him, so she would not be able to get the minions that crash because there's no wave to, like, keep the wave even, you know? She kind of walked on top of that. I should have used my ability there, but it's okay. There's a Nami around mid lane. We might be at a risk of getting ganked by Zinzao if we overstep too hard, because even though we're pressuring Ahri well with damage and stuff, one bad thing that could happen is that she could, like, charm us. Ahri still has one more dash, so I probably can't even, like, rotate to get this. But that's okay, because we'll just back away, just go back mid. I know that this is probably warded here. And that person just dies, because, I mean, she literally has to rotate back the same exact way, but because she doesn't have her ultimate, and she doesn't probably have a good angle to flash away, she most likely just saved it and just didn't really care. Dude, what is this Cho'Gath build topside? I definitely think that also for these past two games, it might seem like it's so stomp heavy, where it's just like, okay, but like, what about games on Orianna where you don't like stomp your lane? I would feel pretty confident that you should be able to kind of do this very frequently. Sure, there might be games where you get, like, super countered by, like, enemy jungle all the time, but as long as you kind of show some respect, you just have to wait for them to leave before you pressure again. Like, right now, I'm completely free reign, but I also know I'm free reign because we see that Xin Zhao's topside, so I would just, like, back away way back here and just wait, because junglers won't just sit in your lane permanently. They have to go back to farming eventually. Anyways, I'm just going to base here. We have a significant amount of farm on her. We're extremely fed. The game state is looking very good. The Cho'Gath, even though he looked like he was, like, kind of doing weird stuff earlier, honestly, he's doing super good farm-wise. Versus a Vayne lane, like, Vayne is supposed to be a counterpick to top, right? So people hate playing versus Vayne top. We see that Xin Zhao's bot side. Does this person die too? No. Yes? No. Wow, I already finished my quest. Sick. Xin Zhao did try diving and failed. Oh. Ahri's right there? I mean, she'll use her ultimate out, I guess, which is chill. There's no way we could probably get her, though. She might die before I even can help her. Oh, I did get a really good ultimate off. She was stealth, so that's why that was kind of simple. That person dies too. You just go for Xin Zhao now. He'll jump over to me, but that's pretty chill because I'm still plenty strong myself. The Cho'Gath never got to feast the Vaynes, so that's why that became so difficult for them. But I did land a two-man ultimate onto Cho'Gath and Ahri recently used her sums because we saw her flash, and of course we saw that she used ultimate when the Zhen caught her as well. We're back to just shoving again. What's also kind of crazy is that I can harass underneath turret pretty well, because if I get hit by one turret shot, it doesn't really deal that much to me, because I can shield myself for it. I wonder if her ultimate CD would honestly be shorter than mine because of the stuff that she has. I guess we'll find out, because if she does have ultimate, this would be an angle to kill me for once. She walked too close to the ball, so I used my ultimate. I backed on purpose in front of her in hopes of her doing something dumb, but that being said, there was a slim chance that honestly I could have been the dumb one, and she ulties past my ultimate, and then I'd like die. Anyways, I just bought Medjai's and then TP'd bot side because there was a big dive play going on and it looked like it wasn't really going that well for us, so I somewhat salvaged it, but not only did I salvage it a little bit, but I just got a bunch of Medjai stacks from doing that. So we're gonna have so much AP this game and first turret. Do I want to try to outplay her? We'll try, but... So we flash that, and then we should, as long as we don't get charmed, still win. Because her Q is her main damage, her ultimate plus electrocute trigger will definitely hit me, but that's not going to be enough through my shield. And then if charm misses, she can't wait for next rotation, because my rotations are way faster, so we'll be able to beat her because of it. The only reason I even attempted that, by the way, is firstly, I already feel like this game is probably just going to be a stompy one. And I'm pretty confident, but also, I had, like, a vision of, like, how I want to play it with Flash, and I know what she has available to her. And if I didn't have Flash, I would never do it. But all I knew is that if I don't get hit by her big damage moves, there's no possible way I would die to just auto attacks plus ultimate with how strong she is. I just know that I should be able to survive it. Also, my ultimate's back up. I could probably one-shot at this point. Orianna is kind of OP once she gets to this stage because you can 100 to 0 people. So you're not only like extremely difficult to catch, but you're able to successfully rotate people. One rotation kills usually is a bit like of an assassin, but if you're playing a control mage and able to do that, that's really, really, really insane. Especially because you're like an AoE one. Because of course Syndra is like a control mage, but Syndra has a targeted, single target, low range move. So that kind of like is part of her identity. Orianna ultimate is AoE and not really intended to like solo kill people with it, in my opinion. So do I die here? The turret just did so much damage, but hey, I mean, I walked a bit far forward, so I died because of it. If I get hit underneath turret, I mean, there's no way out as soon as I got hit. Plus, the exhaust definitely makes it a bit more of a struggle. Maybe if she doesn't have exhaust as well, because of the slowing effect, not because she's reducing my damage. I don't really care about that, but because I can't get out of turret faster. It's not really that bad, though. She needs to kill me, like, multiple times over to even get close to the amount of fed I am. And even if I just died one more time, it's only going to be another 400 gold, so it's very chill. Very, very chill. Dude, wait. Go in, dude. Don't be scared. I'm right here. I would have totally just balled my teammate. I'll just let him know that in the future, he can totally just go in. Like, anybody he combos will die. I'll just ball him and just ult him immediate kill. So I want him to realize how easy it would be. I didn't know if that was going to hit her or not. Now I'm sad because I wasn't going to use my ultimate unless it hit, but now that I see that it did, I probably could have tried. Darn. Oh well. I do have TP available. Looks like Xin Zhao traded his ultimate for hers. I kind of want to see if a fight's going to break out. I feel like it is. Did you just freaking flash in, brother? Bro, what? Yeah, okay, nice try, I guess. I don't die there if she doesn't do that, because they would have focused her instead of me, because I would still have a teammate around, so I kind of got killed by that, but that's okay. I mean, I'm not really too concerned over throwing, really. Especially because, what's nice about playing Orianna is that if you do fall behind, it really only takes, like, 3 items plus just one big ultimate to usually bring the game back. And also, playing a CC champion usually feels really nice, where if you have teammates that are strong, you can, like, play off of them instead as, like, a crowd control bot, but you still deal, like, okay damage. The Lucian did a good job at dodging my ultimate. If that hit him, he just would have popped, but hey, he escaped it pretty well. He escaped it pretty dang well there. Neat. Do I get a penta? No? Hey! Come over here. I would take so long to kill this guy, by the way, because he also has that item where if he gets below a certain HP threshold, he will... Not worth, bro. If you gave Penta, then asked, it would have shown selflessness, and I would have subbed. Zehen is like trying to use his Rift Herald, and I don't know if the fight's gonna break out because of it. I'm trying to just look at where everybody is on the map right now. I mean, no matter really where we go, we should be chilling, so... Catching a Cho'Gath is still kind of difficult. I really don't want to use my ultimate on this guy if possible. I really want to save it. Holy crap, that amount of damage that I just did to that guy was insane. Absolutely absurd. Dang, I actually was able to time it so well that even though she had another ultimate charge that she used pretty much instantly, it just was too fast. Sometimes I mess up the timing of Zanya's, but... So yeah, an 18 kill game in a 22-minute thing. I don't know what else to say. Excalibur Prime is known in NA because they are high elo RE player that is like master tier usually. Sometimes they reach GM and stuff, but also they have more RE points than anybody else on the NA server. They have like 3 million or something, so like highest mastery RE for like points played. Oh no! Oh no, I'm fine. I thought I was gonna get charmed. I have 4,000 gold. This game is... It feels like I'm playing a normal game, even though it's literally ranked. I'm gonna be like full build very early on, I guess. 750 AP at 23 minutes. Yeah. 800 AP at 23 minutes. My QW might unironically like kill squishies because it hits for like 1,500 damage or something. My ultimate W would literally kill. It does like 2.1k total. Maybe I should just ball this Alistar or something. I don't know. I feel like Alistar is the easier character to ball. $1,000 damage. I really want to hit them once they all group together if possible, but nobody's really grouping, so it's not gonna happen. It's fine. We'll just end the game. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. 22 kill game instead of a master tier lobby. That's what Orianna does. Pretty insane one. I got one crazy ultimate thing off, and GG. GG's. It's time for Arena. I got added by Cho'Gath for some reason. Alright, thanks for watching. Peace out. Have a great day and all that. This is the Ari that I went against. Master tier. They have 1,400. That's like 14 million Ari points, so yeah. Alright, bye. Hey everybody, welcome to the next commentary. Today we're playing some Orianna mid lane into an Aurora. It is gonna be a matchup of two like kind of short range mages, but I would say that Orianna is probably superior. Orianna is, in fact, in my opinion, like one of those picks that like basically will always be relevant for as long as pro play like matters for her champion kit. Her kit is so freaking bonkers OP. Dang, dude, okay. The thing is was it really worth doing that aggressive of a trade? Maybe it's because we're passive or something, but I feel like because Orianna also has I have Airy, so like I was able to trigger it many times over. I just feel like that was like more beneficial for me, but who knows if she thinks that was a good idea. Orianna is all about this ball. The ball gets on a very, very, very short cooldown later on. During the early game, it doesn't really deal that much because usually when you use it, it's going to be hitting minions before it hits the opponent, but you kind of want to try to keep the ball just nearby at all points, and then you just try to trade using it by having it like rotate from one close position to another. Yeah, I don't know. She like is playing so aggressive, but she doesn't realize that I can play aggressive too, especially with a Airy, because Airy triggers every single auto attack, and because Orianna is kind of short range, you really, really benefit from being able to just constantly just throw Qs at them over and over again. And how Aurora works is that she does a 3-hit passive, and then after she does a 3-hit passive, she doesn't really have anything up for a bit. But my abilities kind of come back very quickly, way faster than hers. So I had just my auto attack ramping because it does bonus magic damage. During the early game, it honestly isn't really that crazy, but it can like be okay later on. But I just feel like it's mostly because of this. Not to mention, I picked up my own ball when she was low and immediately flash W'd, and that causes a slow damage effect around me. And it was so fast in like there's no animate or there's no cast time for your W. It's instant. A lot of champions in the league have cast times. Orianna W is not a cast time. So because of that, it just like kind of crushed her because she was already so dang low. She also walked into my Q there. She's once again trying to play aggressive using her W forwards, but my champion is just so freaking bonkers. Just be sure that whenever you use your Q, you just like slightly back away. Every single time that you use Q, you just have to back away for literally 1 second. Because, I mean, the cooldown is so short that by the time that if she jumped on me and I had a 2-second CD, I can still trade afterwards. But, she's one of those picks that also can create these opportunities. And this opportunity is a good one. So we're going back and forth trying to keep the ball where we're at. And the reason why this opportunity is crazy is because if you can ever hold a wave like this towards yourself while keeping the ball like between you and them, it's very challenging for them to ever farm without not getting hit by the ball, or they have to use an ability, which is fine because you can make them run out of mana. So, do I expect to stop her from getting every farm? No. But the pressure that she has right now, like, to not be able to step up is really absurd. And, sometimes, even, like, of course, inside the lower ranks, where it's not, like, Master Elo, people will, like, overstep to get one farm, and you could punish them even harder. But for now, this is fine. Like, she just missed another melee minion. So she missed, like, a couple. Oh, man. Well, it's okay. We also denied, like, oh, wow, I did not think that was gonna land. I'm gonna shield myself before it hits me. Okay, I did get hit really badly there, but that's, like, my own fault. She's probably gonna just look for ult, I guess, but she's dead. I had a feeling she would look for ultimate, and I decided to go for an outplay. hoping that it would work. Whenever Aurora uses her ultimate, it creates that area that slows you and it damages, and then she can go through the side to come to you because she is a short-range champion. But when she does that, I knew she would do it, so I kind of used my ultimate as she was coming in, because we want to also crowd control her and, like, leave no opportunity for her to, like, even do a singular auto attack onto me, because we want to not allow her to proc her 3-hit passive, like, multiple times, maybe just once. And I was thankfully able to play it well enough that we were able to get her because of it, and this is starting to become the Orianna that I know, which is, I consider Orianna a pretty massive lane bully, and when you start getting a slight advantage, you can start doing some really stupid stuff on her because her AP ratios aren't that bad for how low CD she is. So what can start happening is that it will feel as though this guy can basically not play the game anymore. It's so frustrating to play versus Orianna. You should do Q trades underneath the turret, because your E shield makes it so the turret does significantly less, and that little tiny Q can actually hit way harder. She's just standing there, but honestly, I almost guarantee that the reason why she's standing around is because, like, she's complaining, maybe? Yeah, I knew it, dude. These people are so tilted. I'm gonna say what and see what's up. We can make them probably type. I wanted to know what's up, dude. Let me know, please. Yeah, but basically, the gist of it is that this guy's tilted as heck, and they barely can play the game without getting harassed on repeat now at this point. She can barely step up for farm. She might have 60 farm to my 73, which isn't really that bad, but unless she has, like, help, she can't really ever beat me in, for the rest of the game, kind of. In a 1v1, probably. If she gets help, I die, and then she gets, like, shutdowns and stuff, maybe she can come back after that, but until she gets that, there's no freaking way. I'm also just going to take a base here just to buy, because there's a lot of people coming around mid, and I just don't want to accidentally make a mistake of being too aggressive when I could get ganked and die because of it. We have 14 farm on her, which is about 2 waves. Plus, the base was pretty fast because we were able to shove in away very quickly, so she shouldn't be able to hit the turret a single time, so I can, like, defend this plate for myself, so she won't be able to finish her quest. I try to save my, W because it costs more mana. Also, when the minions are hitting me, that also, like, matters a little bit, too. And then we'll probably just, like, have the ball just sit over here. And if she steps up to try to get these minions, we can, like, try to harass. The QCD is kind of short now, so... we can just ulti for damage. Yeah, so, as you can see, she stepped up aggressively to do just a short trade onto me. I just sidestep very sporadically back and forth because I don't want to get hit by it, obviously. And then I just rotate top lane to help out my team, but the gist of it is that my QCD is different than earlier in the game, where if I missed my Q, she could try to trade aggressively, because after I use my ability, then she'll, like, do stuff, but we'll just run. I'll just flash here, too, because there's no reason not to. I'm not gonna, like, throw away my advantage. I was trying to juke a bunch because maybe I could think that I could sidestep something, and then if I sidestepped it, then I don't have to use my flash because I can just, like, W out, but I clearly messed it up. Anyways, back onto what I was trying to say, because I'm finally, like, level 9 from earlier when I was fighting her, the QCD is 2 seconds. So right after I use it and miss, she jumped forwards to try to use that opportunity to hit me for like one single hit. But sadly for her, that one attempt at it just immediately was me crushing her, right? And we had to punish her because of it. Because the QCD is like non-existent now. That being said though, might be a little bit screwed here. I'm definitely dead. Right? Holy crap, I'm not. That guy also flashed for me and almost got me. Well, they committed with everything. I thought that maybe the Ambessa had her ultimate. I don't know if she maybe didn't, because I really anticipated to get, like, CC chained, but they just were not able to use it successfully, and we got to punish them for it, and that's just another really good fight for us. Now I have my Empowered Recall, too. I'm up 30 farm on her. She's tilted as heck. You can tell that her teammates are also tilted, and everybody's doing everything in their best power to try to punish me, because honestly, the game was pretty even, in my opinion, based off of what I've seen. The outlier right now is this Aurora just can't handle the Ori, I guess. You can break down laning phase like in the most simplest of terms, which is just when people go for farm during the super early game, you want to harass them. Everybody wants to do that. And then the only other thing is if they use abilities on you and they don't have them anymore, then it's your moment to do it onto them. Those are the literal, that's how laning phase works. It's literally that. There's nothing really else. Maybe there's like some wave control and stuff, but besides, if we think about it in the simplest terms, it's really not complicated at all. I'm probably not going to be able to get that guy, so I'm not going to bother chasing. They're just kind of like messing around at this point because of how far behind they are. And then the Aurora's mistake was that she played it as if it was the early game to jump at me, and that's what we got to punish on. I've been on this tangent for so long, but I wanted to make sure that people understood like how Aurora even made a mistake, because sometimes it could look like they're griefing for like why they're even trying to pressure, but sometimes when you're far behind, it feels as though the only way you can come back is by punishing when an opponent makes a mistake. But this is like one of the other things about Orianna, which once again I consider her one of those champions where she will always be good. Orianna will always be a champion that can be picked consistently and usually climb to challenger if you one-trick it, because her kit is so ridiculous, and that's just, the windows of opportunity to punish an Orianna are actually kind of slim. That guy's gonna kill me because all they do is just auto-attack me to death because she is even with me. I didn't buy my items, so technically we're even items, but also I didn't have my ultimate up. And because I don't have my R, if I tried to use it, also she had barrier too, then I just lose, but that's okay. It was my mistake. First death of the game. Game state's literally so freaking amazing. Everybody's doing fine. I feel like we scale very well. Shyvana is usually a champion that I dislike having on my team because she's usually a power farmer, but in the games that she gets to get a lead, she becomes so broken because she can clear so quickly, and then also her amount of damage she can output is kind of insane. It's just that usually it takes a lot to get there. But also we have dragons, that gives her like bonus armor magic resist too. So yeah. The Aurora died again, she's 0-5-0. I guess, I mean, Shyvana already shoved out bot lane, so I don't really have anything to do right now. There was somebody over here. The Ambessa. She's literally just chilling there. I want an assist if possible. I don't know if shielding that guy even gave me an assist though. It didn't. was trying to hit both of them. Oh. Well, at least we got one. I mean... They kind of stepped up and failed. Ow. I just want the plate for myself. Make it so we're a little bit stronger. They might try to initiate here. But if they do, we should just back away just because I don't have my R. I'm not really that good of a character for huge team fights unless you can land like one good ultimate to like pop off. You're okay though. You can of course like shield and speed up and slow down the enemies and allies depending on like how your W is placed. Plus you can just help out with keeping people like in the fight sometimes by just like balling them and speeding them up. Because I can use my E just to like have the ball on top of them the whole time. This Ambessa is pure lethality, meaning that she dies, like, instantly. But she does have big shields, though. For now, do I just want a TP bot to grab that wave? I feel like I do, because there's really no reason for me to be, probably doing anything else right now. Aphelios killed her with a single auto attack. Nice. We get the dragon. We should continue just trying to get as many objectives as we can. If the enemy team does want to try to make a comeback and they're not just like trying to grief, the way that you would come back is by doing big plays onto people that have bounties, by doing numbers advantage fights, which is kind of what they just did topside. They did have Darius die, but it was a good trade because our Yone was worth a shutdown, so technically Ambessa just got a big chunk of money. But as long as we can continue pressuring while they're doing that, the lead won't really come back that easily, because obviously, whenever we take turrets and more plates, we're just getting back a bunch of money for ourselves, too. So I'll just shove this out again, and then we'll just, like, be ready for the next one. Dude, I'm, like, so close to my item, though, actually. Maybe I should just... Okay, that guy just flashed, yeah. I mean, I guess that they just gave up. So, that was Orianna versus this Aurora that got super tilted. We can look at their... I did look at champion select, and clearly they are smurfing, I guess. I mean, there's somebody playing with them, I believe, because everybody in this game is just, like, masters but them. And they're, like, duo, I think, because they're clearly smurfing. Or, like, maybe they just started on a new... Or maybe they were, like, higher elo in the past, and they've just been winning a lot, because... You can see right here, this other person that they're playing with is also playing with them. So they're like duo queuing, and they're duo queuing, but not only are they duo queuing, they've been like winning probably consistently, so they made their MMR very high. So that's why they're in our game. But anyways, thanks for watching. See you guys later. Peace out. Have a great day. Bye. Hey everybody, welcome to the Orianna in Arena. We are starting off with Sonic Boom. I mean, it's silver augments, and sometimes I might roll to, like, find adapt or something, but I kind of want to just not play just, like, full AP Ori. I kind of want to see what would happen if I was to maybe go... It's damage, but also, healing... with, like, almost auto-attack speed, because they're sort of Blossoming Dawn, and I feel like it's sometimes kind of fun to do that. So what's going on is that whenever my teammate walks... Oh. He went for the plant, got it. Anyways, whenever my teammate gets shielded... It causes an explosion around him, and he's a melee character. This wouldn't work very well if he wasn't melee, but he is, so... But, buffing them also means, apparently, slowing effects, too. So whenever I like slow or speed up my ally, it also causes the effect, which is sick. I didn't even realize that my W triggered it that way, so like right there it just did it again. This did 450 damage during this round. I don't know if it has a cooldown on it. Like, if I press EW, will it show shockwave twice? Like, I only saw one shockwave. I don't know if it was like that fast. I wonder if the quest for the healing one is even on this. Is it something I had to unlock? Oh, my teammate wants to make it so his curse power gets maximum value. You know what, dude? I'll go over here for you. He wants the game to last longer. Oh, this is not going to be happening. I guess I could go redemption for us because I'm going to be doing this. So we can just go prismatic on both of us. What do you think, brother? He's gonna do prismatic. I'll do prismatic too then. We'll go CDR boots because we just want to be able to spam more frequently. I saw the shock wave go off. Oh wait, every single time that he's standing inside of my W, it's like doing it multiple times. But my either didn't. I don't know. It's weird. Maybe it does have a 2-second CD or something. I have no idea. Honestly, the tree damage is like kind of pumping, but I don't think it's going to be enough for me to carry this. This guy is so freaking fast. He has home guard, so I have to, like, hit him, but if I can't, then I can't do anything. It did 212 damage that round. Yeah, he kind of died fast. I mean, they have Slow Cooker, which is infinite stacking damage, so it kind of makes sense that it would be kind of difficult to face them. I wonder if there's, like, a crazy way of synergizing Spell Wake with other stuff. Not Spell Wake, sorry. Sonic Boom. Burn. Would having burn really even be useful for me? There's quite a few AP characters. Wait a second, but it would also create blazes that heal my ally, won't it? I guess now that I think about it that way, I guess it does probably have its own value. Even if I don't buy other burn effects and the pools are very tiny, I'm still going to be building other stuff that probably will have that type of effect that could be good. Definitely dead here. One person is like giga tanky. I also got hit by a bubble, which is my fault, but... Oh, nice kill, dude. Honestly, I'm kind of sad that I died because I want him to be able to stack his curse power. He hasn't been able to stack his curse power very well because of my death. I would get hit by that. Definitely dead here. I should have went for the plant, you're right. Although, I don't think that it would have changed the outcome of the fight, because Zoe was coming too. I was trying to at least take one of them down. Taking one of them down doesn't do anything for me, though. So now we want to go probably support item, which is the redemption, because if I go redemption, we can heal ourselves back up to full right at the beginning of the round, which is what I've wanted. And then when he walks inside of the pools, he should be able to do a lot with it. Yeah, I think it does have a hidden cooldown. I was thinking that maybe it didn't have a cooldown and I wanted to play off of it, but it doesn't work that way, does it? I'm just consistently standing on my own, like, things that I'm also putting down just to make it even easier for myself. Because I don't really take much damage at all at this point. I'm really tanky. If I can bring myself back up to full HP at the very beginning, it takes a while for the other people to kill me. Unless those guys are super weak. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. If this Garen is full crit, I guess that'd be a good test. Maybe he just one-shots me. Adapt? I guess I'll take it. I'm just thinking about now, like, with how I started building, though, what I should even do to change, if I was to change it a little bit. Maybe I just get just a merman and that's it? Because I would want high AD. We just went automatically. The movement speed one also could have been kind of sick, I guess, too, because the movement speed one with Sonic Boom would have synergized, but I still feel like the Adapt might outpace the other one still, so that's why I went for it. Why does it say that Redemption gives me 0 HP? That can't be right. Wait. Wait, does it give 0 HP? Wait, does Redemption really give 0? Was it, like, nerfed? Maybe? Huh. How come Sonic Boom is going off on Amumu even though nothing was going on there? Like, I only had Redemption dropping, but it didn't even touch him yet, and it still was triggering Sonic Boom, which was weird. Okay, so if we go Mermana, and then after Mermana, we go for the Whispering Circlet, and then after that, I get Sword of Blossoming Dawn. I'll have so much attack speed. I guess. I don't know. We're cooking something. We're cooking something. Hopefully we're not burning anything. I don't think that it really matters if he takes us like that, does it? Oh wow, the Zinzao actually is the damage dealer. Never mind, that guy actually does a ton. I was not thinking that he was about to kill me like that. Did 2,000 damage with this again, which is okay. I'm hoping that Amumu gets Curse Power to make himself so OP for how much AP he can have, because he's stacking curse pretty well. Oh, wait. No, never mind. This thing is bugged. Usually it can, like, show that how much curse he gets per round, but it's never been, like, fixed, so it definitely does not work that way. So. Magic Pen, health and size. I feel like health and size can sometimes be okay. Because if I ever do, for some reason, get other stuff, like, I don't know, Raid Boss. Raid Boss is something that you can get for Sacrifice for Prismatic. And then that increases my HP, and then I'll build Overlord's Bloodmail, which increases my AD and HP by a percentage. And increasing all of that by a percentage would be so broken with Adapt. So... And because that one that I took, the Anvil, is also increase your AP by a percentage, all of these percentages become really busted, so... Oh, I didn't get them. This feels kind of awkward to fight. Honestly, I don't know if I can save him. Yeah, I feel like the plants also just spawning is kind of a problem. Yeah, it's probably just too difficult. I could use Redemption, I didn't use it at the end, but I still feel like that was probably just an auto loss. As soon as we can't, like, one-tap one of them, it's just completely doomed, because Shyvana, I think, might have still had another thing that we might have not noticed that felt like her damage was kind of ramping. Or she just was just powerful. Yeah, she's just strong. Wait, do we really want this? I don't really want this. Okay, cool. Did the Riven one, which is nothing. I'm okay with that. What is it gonna be? Is it a prismatic? Dude, why do I have a feeling that it would be? Become tiny and deal more damage based off of how much faster you are, but I probably don't really want that. Press attack and Hail of Blades would honestly trigger the thing that I was talking about from earlier, I guess, which could be a little bit goofy. Doomsayer is, like, increase your AP, but, like, it's kind of late into the game, so I feel like that doesn't matter that much. I'm gonna take this, dude. Because we will be building that other thing, although I still don't have this, though. The Whispering Circlet. We'll just flash first, I guess. I didn't really want to, but I realized that I'm also not even utilizing my auto attacks very well, so... You died? Well, I killed her before I died, at least. Not bad. Sonic Boom did about 1,000 damage that round as well. They have Eureka, which increases their AP, or ability haste by a ton. She has, like, 500 ability haste on her freaking Q. Goodness gracious. And this round, we finally get to have our last prismatic, or I guess next prismatic, right? Infernal Conduit is an infinite stacking burn. Which is cool and all, but I guess it doesn't really, like, synergize with what I wanted to do. Which is a bit sad. Because I feel like it's the best thing here, so I should just take it. I just don't think it's really that OP, though, for me. So what did I say I was even gonna get? I feel like I should just get this now, huh? Just to increase my attack speed. A more efficient purchase would probably just be getting, like... Oh my goodness, I died immediately? Jeez, I mean, I am kind of squishy, I guess. I didn't even get to, like, auto-attack one time before I died, too. I probably, like, need Merc Treads or something to survive versus these guys. Eater! Oh, no, you're not gonna be able to. But I have a feeling she's gonna probably outplay this. Dang, she's nuts. We cooked too much in the kitchen, guys. This healing Orianna build is not going to be working. There is a gold augment that I guess is the one Angel of Retribution that would maybe be the thing that I would do this and it would actually not feel as bad. I think that would be what I would want. I feel like that has to be good. Because doing a jank build like this definitely does not feel that crazy. I feel like Echoes probably is what I would want. Or do I want it so it chains back to me? We can try Moonstone. I'll even buy a pot just in case we maybe get one shot at the very beginning. Maybe I can, like, help myself. Dude, aren't they, like, sitting in that brush? Sonic Boom did 550. Orianna. Is it because I didn't walk near a brush and die? I feel like he's about to say something like, be like, you're so scared. Electrocute Phase Rush. I can heal myself when I get low. I honestly think that could be huge. Your heals and shields can crit. We like that. Holy crap, wait, are, like, cooldowns are actually kind of non-existent, I just realized. I can kind of spam as much as I want. So I should sell Redemption and get Rite of Ruin, and then once I get Rite of Ruin, that will allow me to be able to, or should I actually hold on to Redemption and sell boots? Usually having boots is kind of nice, though. Being fast is good. Wow, the Zoe Q damage did so much there, but she instantly died. Maybe I'm the only one that also can kill that Skarner because he's, like, giga tanky. The Zinzao has to somehow die. Dude, they really just did that. Wow. I'm gonna go Rite of Ruin despite me thinking that it's probably better to do something else. Oh, I should have went the crit! Dude, that was kind of a mistake. That's okay, though. I think it might have been smarter to actually get, like, some type of pen. But I'll just hope that I can, like, burn through Infernal Conduit, I guess. I'm not really sure what's going on, but it seems to be working pretty well. But I'm gonna go sadly. When I go that's gonna be a problem. In fact, I think I'm just dead because of that. Dude, how is this guy still alive? This is ridiculous. No! We lost. Yeah, it's over. Right? Is it over? Holy crap, we won because of the plant. Oh my goodness. Rite of Ruin blocks 50k? I feel like the redemption doesn't really have much value anymore. We probably will go with that other item. Oh, wait. We go Spirit Visage. Do we not? Huh. So I can just, like, kind of mash my Q, and it seems that it just resets it immediately, and I can just shield myself on repeat. Oh my goodness. I am not going to survive this time. Does Zoe deal a billion? I think that we lose this. He's dead. But anyways, at least I was able to, like, see what it can deal. I mean, looks like they just deal too much burst damage and I got too caught. But at least I tried to make something work that isn't just straight up AP, because I feel like I do that where I want to just try out other stuff and see what might be able to work, because I felt like there was a way to make it better. Anyways, thanks for watching. See you guys later. Have a great day. Bye.